From icon to outcast, Jared Fogle fell hard. So how could his life in prison possibly have fed his ego? Apparently it has. In November 2015, Jared Fogle received a prison sentence of 15 years and 8 months, with the stipulation that he wouldn't be eligible for parole until after 13 years had been served. Fogle is currently incarcerated in the Federal Correctional Institution, Inglewood, a low-security prison based in Littleton, Colorado. The small facility houses fewer than 900 inmates near the Rocky Mountains in Denver. Throughout his time at Inglewood, Fogle will be prepared for his eventual release, with the prison placing an important focus on rehabilitating its inmates. During his incarceration, Fogle will have access to the commissary, where inmates can buy any items they may need, such as postage stamps and over-the-counter medications. Each prisoner's spending is capped at $360 per month, and inmates are only allowed to shop for goods between Monday and Thursday of each week. Inmates can also access digital content, including movies, TV shows, and music, via the prison's TrueLinks system.
When you have a system you can go to that's positive, it changes your perception. I'll focus more on staying out of trouble.
This allows individuals to send emails, make phone calls, access medical records, and check their finances. Despite serving his sentence in a low-security facility, Jared Fogle's time behind bars hasn't necessarily been a breeze. The former Subway representative opened up about his experiences in prison in a letter he sent to Brenna Firkins, a woman he had a relationship with. In March 2016, Fogle wrote, "It's been a very hard 9 months for me." Fogle also downplayed the crimes for which he had been convicted, writing, "I made a couple of mistakes, but nothing like the media reports have said. They're making me into some sort of monster, which is absolutely not true." Fogle also appeared to reignite a romance with Firkins. After asking if she was romantically involved with anyone else, he revealed that he'd wanted to contact her for a long time, and he seemed to leave the door open for a relationship. Firkins, however, had no intention of becoming Fogle's girlfriend, telling Fox 59, "I kind of felt bad for him, and I wrote him to see how he was doing, and he wrote me back and sent this letter that was kind of horrifying." Following Jared Fogle's incarceration at Inglewood, rumors surfaced regarding how the former Subway spokesperson was spending his time. In March 2016, TMZ spoke to a source in the same prison as Fogle, who claimed that the ex-celebrity was using his food experience to his advantage. According to the source, Fogle graduated from making food for his fellow inmates to preparing meals for the prison staff. If true, it would seem that Fogle acquired a trusted position early on in his prison term. Fogle's past promotion of Subway has also reportedly made him the butt of multiple jokes.
Later, big guy.
In an interview with People magazine, prison consultant Larry Levine alleged the prison guards made Jared work the line, so he was serving the sandwiches to the other inmates. They were all razzing him as they went down the sandwich line, going, "Thanks for the 6-inch, ass." Meanwhile, the nephew of one of Fogle's fellow prisoners told the publication that the Subway pitchman had turned to food while locked up, which led to significant weight gain. While those 2016 reports suggested that Jared Fogle had gained weight in prison, he had appeared to have gotten his health in order by 2021. In a letter acquired by the New York Post, Fogle discussed his eating habits behind bars, writing, "I try to avoid too much junk food. I snack on granola bars and protein bars. I feel really good physically and mentally." Alongside eating well, Fogle embarked on a stealth fitness routine, which has likely kept him busy during his prison sentence. He wrote, "I run 4 to 5 miles every day and am the most healthy and in shape I've ever been. We don't have a lot of control over our daily lives in prison, but working out is one of the things I can control." Since Inglewood is a low-security prison, inmates have some privileges that wouldn't be available to prisoners in higher-security facilities. Speaking to the Daily Mail, Mark Brooks, a former inmate at Inglewood, revealed that he had been shocked to discover the range of facilities available to inmates. He told the outlet, "I couldn't even believe it was a prison. It's more like a daycare than a prison." Brooks also compared the prison to a vacation destination and suggested that inmates are able to occupy their time with a range of activities each day. He said, "It's like Club Fed. They've got a movie theater, a fully equipped gym with weights, ellipticals, stairmasters, cable weights. Outside they have a baseball field, tennis court, soccer field, horseshoe pits, a bocce ball court, and cornhole."
I have lost 123 straight games of cornhole, and I have never felt more alive.
In its handbook, Inglewood notes the importance of rehabilitating prisoners from the first day they arrive at the facility. After being sentenced to just over 15 years in prison in November 2015, Fogle had a lot of time to think. In a personal letter written in 2021, Fogle revealed that he'd been reevaluating his decisions, having been convicted of possessing child sexual abuse material and for traveling to have sex with a minor. In the letter, he wrote, "I really royally screwed up to wind up where I am. I was selfish and entitled." He also made reference to all of the people who had been affected by his crimes. Fogle, who reportedly once had a net worth of $15 million, continued, "I really miss the small things like walking barefoot on carpet, sleeping on a nice comfy mattress, eating with real silverware, having access to a microwave. All I can do is learn from my mistakes to be a better man when I get released in a few years." Jared Fogle may have detailed some of the more enjoyable aspects of prison life in his correspondence, but the former Subway spokesman also experienced some trouble behind bars. In January 2016, just months after beginning his sentence at Inglewood, Fogle was attacked by 60-year-old prisoner Stephen Nigg. People magazine spoke to Nigg's brother, who said, "He had to hit Fogle. That's how the whole thing started. He just can't be around child molesters. He doesn't like them." Fogle was reportedly punched in the face several times. For attacking Fogle, Nigg was forced to spend 10 days in solitary confinement. In 2023, Nigg finally discussed his decision to attack Fogle, telling Westword, "He has such an ego problem, and he's so arrogant. That's one of the reasons I just lost it."